Hey crafty friends, this is Jenny from crafttestdummy.com, and today I've got a brand new cutter to show you. It's from Martha Stewart and it's a bypass trimmer, and maybe it's what Santa should bring you underneath the tree. Let's take a look. Okay, so we are looking at the Martha Stewart heavy duty paper trimmer, and it's a pretty big tool. It's about 14 inches by 15 1/4, and if you add on the handle, it actually is 19 1/2 inches long on this side. It's so big I couldn't even get it all on camera, so I'm going to show it to you kind of one piece at a time. Over here on what would be your right hand side is the cutting arm. There's a hinge here, and then there's a plastic guard so that when you're actually doing your cuts you can put your hand against it and then it stays out of the way and protects your fingers. Here along this edge is a small locking mechanism, so if you want to transport it, you just push it over, and there you go. It has to go all the way to the side and it will clasp shut. By the way, this handle came separately in the box, and once I put it on I could not take it back off again to show you, so just so you know, once you install it, it's on there. Okay, so then here along what would be the top edge, you've got a small storage compartment. You could put a pencil in there, or your bone folder, or your utility knife. And then you've got this little gauge here, and there's a lock and an unlock. And when it's in its unlocked position, it goes pretty freely across the edge, and then with a simple quarter twist it secures back down. So this becomes then a guide for the paper cutting. Now you've also got a number of markings on the blade itself, including vertical and horizontal and even some diagonal lines. The large ones are every half of an inch, and the bold ones are actually, I think, every inch. It starts 1 and goes to 12. It starts from 1 and goes to 12. There are 1/4 of an inch increments along the side in a light blue color, which is kind of hard to see, to be perfectly honest, but they are there. And then you've got some dashed lines here on the tray itself, and this will tell you that it's a 4x6 size here. This would be a 5x7. This would be an 8x10. So it looks like at least these three are really geared towards photo sizes. Then you have these diagonal lines that radiate out, and I wish I knew exactly what degree those are. It doesn't really tell you. But what it does do is it gives you a line so that if you wanted to create that cut, you could line up your paper like this. Here's the line, which is very difficult to see on camera. I'm again pushing down on the guide and giving a little chop. So there is my result. And let's just see, can I make a little triangle? I bet I can. That's kind of handy. All right. Ta-da! I made a triangle. And I think that's an equilateral triangle too. Whee! So I tried this out on some different papers, and I will show you again. I did, this is some tissue paper, and that can be kind of tricky because sometimes the tissue will just fold instead of cutting nicely. But as you can see here, it does cut very well. I had some corrugated cardboard. Nice. This is vellum. Nice. This is some foil paper. Again, nice. And then I did a big stack of, this is heavy duty cardstock that's glossy, and I actually tried 5 sheets and it wouldn't go 5. So this is 3 sheets. Here, let's use that little guide that they give us, and we'll make it a 4-inch. So yeah, slide this over here. Here, bring it down a little bit, and then give it a twist. There you go. And I was able to get 3 thick sheets without it fishtailing. 4, I saw it kind of going a little wonky, so I would say no more than 3 sheets at a time. So pretty handy. I would say that if you have some bigger stacks to cut down, if you're doing your holiday card making, it might be nice to have this trimmer. It has a pretty big footprint, so you want to make sure you have room for it, but it's pretty comfortable. And like I said, let me try this again. I got a little bit of that wibble wobble. See how it's not exactly straight there? I don't know if you can catch that. It's not perfectly straight. I'm gonna try it one more time. You know, it's a handy dandy tool for those of you who like to use this kind of trimmer versus, say, a rotary cutter or a single blade. So pretty handy. Keep an eye out for it. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comment section. I would also love it if you subscribed to our channel over here, and please visit us at crafttestdummies.com. Give us a little thumbs up if you found it helpful. Thanks again. Bye-bye.